Sports.
Welcome to Dynasty Mode. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports recommended rosters featuring more than 1,000 additional players, or choose the rosters from our original launch.
Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Buckeyes offense trots out there to open this game. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
Looking for his back. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. So 2 incompletions brings up a 3rd and 10 in the opening drive here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
He slipped through there, and the defense very fortunate he didn't come up with a 1st down. Now let's see what happens here on this 4th down play.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And they'll use the ground game here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Throws a stiff arm. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And the return man decides to signal. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now,
and he'll lost it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great hit to deny a touchdown. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Gain of 10. First down for the offense.
And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
This should be the last play of the quarter. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Can he reach the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
this is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And it's good for a first down with a 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have?
Offense operating from the pistol. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
To throw, it's Aller. Running back grabs it on a screen to make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call in that screen play. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback looking to scramble. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been an offensive show so far. Back and forth, both defenses reeling at the moment. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
It was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year, but with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I think we're starting to kind of...
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to throw. It's Howard. It's a short completion to the tight end. He shreds the tackle. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Great cut. They whiff on him. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is what can happen to a defense that gets so focused on defending the pass or locking into the run game between the tackles. Leave yourself vulnerable to the edge, and this jet sweep is a great way for an offense to make you pay for that.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Let's it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Buckeye. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fights off a defender. Unleashes the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's a 42. Good enough.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Back to throw. It's Howard. Makes a quick grab. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking for some space. It's Henderson. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense cannot be stopped. The momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try the option play here. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Howard. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. They'll work the clock here with the running game. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. The attempt is no good. And the lead remains at 15 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.